incredible year this year. And when I was looking at some of the academic work, some of you I've actually seen in the classroom. Really, really proud of your work. And tonight we're here to celebrate you. And everyone here is also to be celebrated. So you probably couldn't have done this without their support. So before we start the evening, I would like to give a warm congratulations to parents and family members that help you along this journey. So if staff would join me, thank you. This is probably one of our greatest nights in the Woodland Park School District, when we have a chance to view, engage with, celebrate with Woodland Park's best and brightest. So thank you for your dedication to our school, to our system, and again, congratulations.
How's the sound? Give me a thumbs up. Can you guys okay? All right. This is traditionally a fairly lengthy night because we try to mention every award our students are going to receive. These guys are going to get tired of hearing their names repeated, but you're not. You're going to be very proud of that. We're very excited about this senior class. I'm going to go ahead and let a cat out of the bag. They have surpassed last year's per capita scholarship awards. They're going to have about $3.5 million worth of scholarships for the senior class. That's going to average out to just about $27,000 a graduate. That's up from $22,500 per graduate last year. So congratulations. Also with us on stage tonight, our Assistant Principal Karen Hamlow, our Athletic Director and Dean of Students Chad Costner, Counselors Jeremy Greer, Jennifer Johnston, and Marilyn Bemis, and then our two senior class sponsors, Sherry Papadakis and Margie Drews. Thank you all for being here to recognize the students tonight as well. When your name is recognized, please step forward and receive your certificate or whatever your award is. And if the awards are such that there will be several in a category, please stay up here and we'll get one picture of all of the awardees for that particular category. We'll help coach you through that as you come up, okay? Each of the presenters that are with us on stage are faculty members, and they're going to begin the night with our presentation of department awards. Then we'll move on to each of our scholarships, and our scholarship presenters are sitting with us on the front row. Thank you all for being with us tonight. We appreciate what you're doing for our students. If you are an underclassman and you're sitting out in the audience and you have an award, you're expected to come forward as well. We reserve this place for our honored seniors, and you'll get that chance when you're a senior too. So hopefully we'll make this run smoothly. We always have, and I don't expect it not to tonight. So without further ado, we're going to keep the focus on the students. So our first department award comes from the French department, and it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Ann Cummings.
So I am Ann Cummings, and I teach French and English here at Woodland Park High School. The Student of the Year award for any discipline is a real honor to be valued. I've known this French student for 4 years now, and it's been a true pleasure. She embodies all the qualities of a successful student: conscientious, hardworking, curious. But she also genuinely seems to want to learn more and more French every year that I have her, which does set her apart from other students that I've had in the past. Her interest does not wane. So because of that, and the fact that she is a perfectionist, attempting to always improve her pronunciation, her understanding of complicated French grammar, but that she just comprehends so much French. I can write emails to her in French. She understands French jokes. So honestly, a student like that only comes around maybe every 5 or 10 years. For all of those reasons, and because she is a supremely wonderful student, in too many ways to count, I'm honored to present the French Student of the Year Award to Elise Drummond. All right. Congratulations. Good job. So this is that, and this is something for you, and I have one more thing to talk about. So yes, of course. One thing you should also know, because Elise is probably too modest to tell you, Elise will be studying environmental engineering at Colorado School of Mines this next year. However, her first semester at the university, she'll be attending a university in Antibes, France, which is in the south of France. This is a program that Mines offers to a very select few of their incoming freshmen to study in the south of France for a full semester at their cost. So I think it's fantastic that Elise gets to do this, and I really want to congratulate you for a job well done. So it's great. And our next presenter will be Sherry Papadakis for Physical Sciences.
Good evening. I have the pleasure to actually award 2 awards in science. For those of you who are familiar with science, we have a physical science award and a life science award as well. They're interrelated to some extent, but they're also 2 very different disciplines. And I think it's very important for our young people, because it's going to be our scientists that are actually going to have to solve some of the massive problems that we've created for our society. So these are definitely our future leaders and our problem solvers. And so they have gone to extreme lengths to question and wonder and always be asking why or what's the purpose. So our first student, who is our outstanding physical science student, this individual has gone beyond the classroom into actually teaching our lower students, as well as creating experiments on their own and really taking their learning to a next level in creating their own experiments and finding out how to make soap and flash paper and great experiments and sharing those with the other students. And so this year's outstanding physical science student is Jeremy Cephas. All right, our life science person. This person truly has a passion for the life sciences and wants to take that and study and make the world a better place. This individual has done this through Envirothon and taking every life science class that we have to offer here at the high school. So our outstanding life science student is Christy Furman. Congratulations. Next to present is our mathematics department, represented by Kelly Schmidt.
Hello, everyone. I am here on behalf of Mr. Nate Owen, who couldn't be here this evening. So these words are actually his words and not mine, because unfortunately, I never had the privilege of having this young man in class. So this year's Outstanding Math Student Award goes to Andrew Black. Come on, stand here. Okay. So over his 4 years at Woodland Park High School, Andrew challenged himself to go above and beyond what was asked of him. Here are 2 examples that illustrate that. Number 1, in pre-calc as a junior, Andrew pushed the limits for every standard, but the one that sticks out to me, Mr. Owen, is the Applications of Linear Programming project, where Andrew discovered how to graph in 3 dimensions, using his own unique method in finding planar vertices rather than one intersection point. And the simplex method for solving higher order matrices through a pivot of a Gauss-Jordan elimination method. Okay. As a senior, most students get senioritis, but not Andrew. He actually got the opposite. Finishing out his senior year, Andrew challenged himself by forming a team to participate in a math modeling competition called Remote Work, Fad or Future, trying to establish a model that would describe the use and impacts of working remotely, both on a micro and a macro level. Soon after this, Andrew took his knowledge of calculus and physics and went on the journey of proving Maxwell's differential equations that tell us what the speed of light is. So congratulations, Andrew, for earning the Most Outstanding Math Student Award this year. I'm sorry Mr. Owen couldn't be here. He's still sick. Oh, so I have to stand. And it is my pleasure to introduce our next presenter. Oh, okay. He got up, it confused me. Miss Jennifer Johnston.
It's my pleasure this evening to give an award, the Medal of Achievement in Math and Science from the Colorado School of Mines. This award is awarded to an outstanding junior in the fields of math and science. The award comes with a $1,000 scholarship to the Colorado School of Mines for their first year if this awardee chooses to attend the Colorado School of Mines. This year, the Medal of Achievement goes to a student who has shown both consistent high effort and achievement, earning an A in every math and science class taken so far, and helping their fellow classmates along the way. By adapting to an ever-growing challenges, demands, and aspirations of today's world, this student will continue to push the boundaries of what is possible in the math and science fields next year and in the future. On behalf of the math and science departments, Woodland Park High School, and the Colorado School of Mines, I would like to recognize Ms. Emma Graber for her accomplishment, service, and contributions to earn the Medal of Achievement in Math and Science from the Colorado School of Mines. And the next award presenter is Ms. Stacy Roshek for PE. I'm sorry, for physical education.
All right, welcome everybody. This year I have the pleasure of announcing the Outstanding Physical Education Student of the Year. The award goes to a student that has 2 PE classes and is one of the hardest workers in all of my PE classes. She comes in with a smile every day and is always motivated to give 100%. When we started the year, I could tell that mountain biking probably wasn't her favorite activity when we went out biking, but she gave it a try and was able to hang with the class. And as we progressed through the year, there were several activities where she was able to shine, such as rock climbing, archery, and spin, just to name a few. If she's not being active, she's probably somewhere reading a book. This year's Outstanding PE Student of the Year is Trinity Blevins. Our next presenter is Michaela Davidson for the Career Start program.
Good evening. My name is Michaela Davidson, and one of my many responsibilities here at the high school is to oversee the Career Start program. If you aren't aware, Career Start is a program offered through Pikes Peak Community College and Woodland Park High School. High school students take college courses at Pikes Peak and earned college and high school credits in a number of different vocational programs. When I was asked to identify an outstanding student in the Career Start program, I struggled to choose just one. I have loved getting to know each of these unique students, and I look forward to seeing the amazing things that they accomplish in their chosen fields. However, as I reflected on the 16 habits of success that we teach at Woodland Park High School, one student came to mind. Karina Alba is a junior in the cybersecurity program. She exemplifies many of the 16 habits of success, most notably resiliency. After experiencing a family tragedy, Karina was able to return to school and overcome having fallen behind in her classes, even if it took her a little longer than she would have liked. Karina is a talented, kind, and joyful student that brightens the days of those around her, and she is a wonderful representative of Woodland Park High School at Pikes Peak Community College. Unfortunately, Karina could not be here this evening, but I am honored to recognize and share her accomplishments with all of you. Please join me in congratulating Karina. Our next presenter is Lindsay Oriana for Technical Arts.
So I've had the pleasure of working with Zach over the last few years here. I wish I could have had him for all 4 years. It's just been a pleasure to have him come into my room each morning. He really is a designer at heart. He's one of those students that doesn't run away from the hard challenges. He really embraces the struggle. In my classes, I'll talk about the muddy middle that we get into. There's excitement at the beginning of a challenge, and then there's the reward at the end. But the real work happens during the muddy middle. Zach thrives in the muddy middle because he's not afraid to sit with the problems and look at it from all different angles. His frustration looks like curiosity and questions and lots of what ifs. Some of those questions I can't answer. But he'll come back the next day after he's done research on his own and teach me what he just learned. Let me flip my card. So he really embraces the spirit of tech arts, career and technical education, programs that the progress really comes from hard work, and it doesn't always look pretty when it's in progress. I'm so excited, Zach, to see what you get to do in your life and all the beautiful struggles that you get to solve. I can't wait to see what you get to accomplish in the world in the next 5 to 10 years. I hope you get to hear that your work looks simple. We've talked about this a lot of times in class, and good design is hard work. But at the end, when people don't get to see that hard work, when it looks that deceptively simple at the end, that's beautiful design, Zach, and your designs are always deceptively simple. Thank you for your hard work. Congratulations. I'd like to introduce Bill Brown, who will be presenting for English and Social Studies.
I am presenting on behalf of the English department. However, I will say I think it's certainly an honor because the student that the English department is recognizing is one that I met in 6th grade in a book club that we used to be a part of. These are the words of Mr. Jordan Post. Colin has been a model English student for all 4 years of his high school career, not only taking virtually every class offering on the list, but doing so with strong scores and genuine interest. He brings depth, connectivity, insight, and even humor to his work. He excels at taking content or an assignment to a level that is often unmatched because of his personal drive and enthusiasm with language arts. He has always brought qualities such as being positive, engaged, flexible, and enthusiastic with class conduct. For this and more, we thank him. The English department wishes Colin well in his future endeavors. He will be missed. Colin Bronco. On behalf of social studies, I first met Ellie Siegel when she walked into my classroom her freshman year. Little did I know that here, 4 years later, I would be presenting her with the Outstanding Social Studies Student of the Year Award. So, let me briefly, and in a historically themed fashion, walk us through the years from freshman to senior. Ellie not only stormed the beaches of US history as a freshman, she then climbed the mountain of AP Human Geography as a sophomore. As a junior, Ellie pledged herself to civics while dabbling in the dark world of criminology. However, that was not enough for her junior year, as Ellie also traveled the globe while studying world history. And then this is all capped off as she spent her senior year wandering the recesses of the mind in AP psychology. All of which is to say that she has excelled throughout high school in the social studies department, and we are proud to honor her this evening with the Outstanding Social Studies Student of the Year Award, Ellie Siegel. Last but not least, the Forensics Award. Every year, the Woodland Park High School Speech and Debate Team, also known as Forensics, competes. And I would like just to say that this will be our 31st year in June as we head to nationals, again, for the 31st time. And with that, I will say I get to hang out with some of the best students in the high school. Specifically, tonight, I want to recognize one of those students, a senior, and the reason I am recognizing her comes in two forms. One, we have two former speech and debate coaches from the Woodland Park School District who have thrown in some money and are offering and giving, I should say, a $1,000 scholarship to this individual. Additionally, this individual, through her competing and her drive, has qualified to be a member of the National Forensic League, one of the oldest honor societies in the United States, and as such, she gets to wear an honor cord from the NFL at graduation. And so at this time, I would like to honor Miranda Schroetlin. Next, I would like to introduce Ashley Norton.
It is my pleasure to present the Eve Spirit Award. The Eve Spirit Award was created in memory of Evangeline Whitney, who tragically lost her life in a car accident in the spring of 2001. While attending Woodland Park High School, she exemplified the meaning of school spirit. Each year, Student Council gives this award to someone in recognition of their phenomenal school spirit. The recipient will receive their name on a plaque and a $200 scholarship. This year's recipient has actively supported and planned many school activities. He is always cheerful, willing to help, and take the lead in projects, is a great asset to our school, and will be dearly missed. He has grown in confidence and determination this year and is seen as a role model for his peers. This year, the Eve Spirit Award goes to Nick Conlon. And now to introduce Athletics and Activities Awards, Chad Costner.
Good evening, parents, family, community, for being here. We're going to be handing out a handful of awards to students within our athletics and activities realm. Before we dive too far into that, I think it's important to let us know that we are really guided by three guiding principles or three core values within the athletics and activities realm. And each of these areas had a significant role in identifying and honoring and recognizing the following students. I refer to them as our 3 C's. Community. We have hundreds of hours for our student athletes and students and activities serving within our community, partnering with agencies such as WPHS, Parks and Rec, PYA was a priority goal for us this year, and I'm very honored to see our kids serving in that regard. Our second C is culture, that we truly want to challenge our students to be well-adjusted young men and women of character that represent Woodland Park in the way that we know that they're capable of. And the last one is we're here to compete in everything we do within the classroom, out on the court, in the fields, and on the stage. With all that, we're going to jump to our first award, 4-year all-season athletes. As coaches, we are challenge our student athletes to be multi-sport athletes. We have to, especially as a smaller school. And we have 2 student athletes this year who competed in fall sport, winter sport, and spring sport all 4 years of their high school experiences. I'd like to honor and recognize Savannah Roshek and Aiden Johnston. Next award is going to be our Athlete of the Year. This is a process where coaches will nominate a handful of students, and then we sit in a conference room and debate who is the most deserving student athlete of this honor. I would like to recognize our 3 finalists as the 2022 Female Athlete of the Year. The 3 were Emma Vonderhaar, Bella Slocum, and Savannah Roshek. After about an hour and a half of debating back and forth who is our most deserving, we all landed on the following student. She's a senior with a GPA of 4.15. She lettered in volleyball, girls basketball, and track, all conference player. She's participated in state competition for pole vault twice. She will be attending Drake University, not Iowa, to study political science and then off to law school. Our Female Athlete of the Year goes to Miss Savannah Roshek. And now for our 21-22 Male Athlete of the Year. Our 3 finalists for this one was Sonny Cicerelli, Brady Hankin, and Sam Marquez. Again, after about an hour and a half of back and forth banter, we landed on a gentleman who's a junior with a GPA 3.38. He's lettered in boys basketball, cross country, and track, all conference player of the year. He's participated in state competition for high jump, triple jump, long jump, and went on to win state and high jump in 2021, and then came in second place, according to some rules, this year. He placed at the state competition this year for the triple jump. Our Male Athlete of the Year goes to Sonny Cicerelli. All right, now we're going to go on to Activities Student of the Year. For our 21-22 Female Activities Student of the Year, this student is a positive role model. She really knows what Woodland Park High School students can be when they seize the opportunity. She is quiet and her personality really shines on the stage. She has lettered numerous times and participated in band and mini band and choir events. Most recently, she has served as the drum major for our Panther Marching Band. This young lady is graduating with a 3.7 GPA and will be attending Colorado Mesa University in the fall. Please join me in congratulating our 21-22 Female Activities Student of the Year, Miss Miranda Schroetlin. I guess I forgot to mention our top three in this realm was Emma Doby, Christy Furman, and Miss Miranda Schroetlin. For our 21-22 Male Activity Student of the Year, we had a difficult time narrowing this down, but I will mention that our top four, Hayden Anderson, Nick Conlon, Levi Kettler, and Keegan Smith. This student is quiet, very dedicated here at Woodland Park High School. He has participated in many different clubs and activities. He's lettered in band and forensics. After graduation, he plans to attend the University of Northern Colorado. Please join me in congratulating our 21-22 Male Activities Student of the Year, Mr. Levi Kettler. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Burr for our Golden Panther Award.
As Mr. Cosner mentioned, one of the things that we are working hard to establish is a culture that resonates throughout the entire student body. And in many ways, our athletics department and our athletes help lead that student body into those endeavors. The culture of a school is its essence. And the two people that we want to recognize tonight embody that. It just so happens both of them are juniors. So we get an opportunity to let them lead us another year next year. First person that I want to recognize is a person of integrity, courage, and conviction. He exercises courage, honesty, and accountability every day with the end goal of doing what's right when nobody's looking. His duties as a student, teammate, brother, friend, and son take precedence over his personal desires. He possesses the discipline to follow rules, exhibits self-control, and possesses respect for his beliefs, authority, and the worth of others. He consistently strives for continual improvement in himself and service in order to propel the Woodland Park High School programs that he participates in further. And he wants to achieve greater accomplishments and performance for himself and his community and his brothers. He's not just a high school student or a teenage athlete. He's a man who consistently demonstrates respect for ethics and human dignity at the highest level, more so even than some adults. DJ Summerall, come on up. As you can tell, they're getting a Golden Panther. This is a new award, and it's established tonight, and it'll be given in perpetuity. Recognizing our female Golden Panther Leadership Award winner. She's a person of integrity and strives to do what's right on and off the court. She's a hard worker with a dedicated work ethic, and she wants to do what's best for her team and her teammates in everything she does. She comes to practice with a great attitude every day and consistently sets a good example of the expectations it takes to become a champion. She never cheats herself or her teammates. I'm going to say that again. She never cheats herself or her teammates out of giving her best effort. Not even when it comes to working through injury or working out when nobody else is watching. Teammates recognize and take encouragement from her effort when they're facing their own struggles and setbacks. This is the kind of resiliency that we want in all of our students and our student athletes. Gianna Roscom, would you come forward, please? All right. Now we're going to move on to our Latin honors system. Back in 2017 and 18, our school board established a new tradition that came in with the class of 2020. We began recognize students using the Latin honor system of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. Magna cum laude means with honor, and it's given to students who finish their high school careers with a GPA above 3.75, but not above 3.89. Magna cum laude means with great honor, and that's given to students whose cumulative GPAs are between 3.9 and 4.0. And summa cum laude means with highest honor. That's a GPA, cumulative all 4 years, of 4.1 and above. So when your name is called, would you make your way across the stage and receive your recognition? Please remain standing until all of the names in that category are recognized, and we'll take one picture with all of you. I am going to remind the audience that this senior class has set a new per capita scholarship record of $27,000 per graduate. That's $5,000 better than last year, so congratulations to you. So our cum laude graduates begin with Tristan Crandall. I didn't see Tristan come tonight, so I think we'll get his honor during graduation. Next is Emma Doby. Nicole Jackson. Levi Kettler. And Grace McClintock. Can we have all of our cum laude graduates come to the center of the stage with the counselors, please? Our magna cum laude student or graduates are Lauren Chisholm, Anthony Greco, Mina Lassiter, Keegan Smith, Tyler Tyne. Can we have those graduates come to the center of the stage and have their picture taken with the counselors, please? And our summa cum laude, remember this is 4.1 and above. These students, in order to get a 4.1 or above, had to have taken honors classes or AP classes, which were weighted on a 5-point scale. These students are William Black, Jeremy Cephas, Elise Drummond, Derek Eckert, Gabe Frank, Christy Furman, Ryan Kent, Savannah Roschick, Elise Siegel. Each one of our seniors has worked extremely hard over the last 4 years to earn the scholarships that we will be announcing tonight. The counselors will come forward and the seniors will be called alphabetically. When your name is called, please come forward, shake my hand, get your award. Also shake Dr. Neal's hand, and we'll get a picture with all of you at once or at the same time, okay? So without further ado, I think I'm going to turn this over to Jeremy first.
All right, as Kevin mentioned, there's a lot of money we're handing out, so we're going to try to read through these as quickly as possible. As I read your name, just come forward and stand on the stage. Morgan Berry received Mines Move Mountain Scholarship, $20,000. Andrew Black received the HD Aero Engineering Scholarship, the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb Scholarship, the Ute Pass Kiwanis Club Scholarship, total $9,000. Colin Bronco, Presidential Scholarship, East Merit Award, and Music Scholarship, $112,200. Jenna Brink, the Ute Pass Kiwanis Club Scholarship, $2,000. Jeremy Cephas, 4 different merit scholarships from different schools, the Presidential Sewell Scholarship, the Greg Schilling Memorial Scholarship, and the ADH Aero Engineering Scholarship, $167,500. Lauren Chisholm, the Presidential Scholarship, $14,000. Nicholas Conlin, the Greater Woodland Park Chamber of Commerce Wagon Boss Scholarship, $4,000. Tristan Crandell, Minor Scholarship, South Dakota Advantage Award, $6,000. Charles Davis, Outstanding Merit Scholarship, the Colorado Residency Scholarship, $100,000. Emma Doby, the Trustee Scholarship, Chancellor's Award, Academic Award, Presidential Scholarship, First Generation Scholarship, $176,000. Elise Drummond, the Greater Woodland Park Chamber of Commerce, Wagon Boss Scholarship, $4,000. Derek Eckhart, the HDA Aero Engineering Scholarship, the Paul J. Kakich Memorial Scholarship, $6,500. Wyatt Fay received an academic scholarship and an athletic scholarship totaling $90,000. Gabrielle Frank, Achievement Scholarship, Taylor Merit Award, Presidential Scholar Award, Presidential Scholarship, Dean's Scholar Scholarship, and the Ute Pass Kiwanis Club Scholarship for a total of $312,400. Christy Furman, Green and Gold Scholarship, Honor Scholarship, total of $12,000.
Zariah Hinton, the Highlander Scholarship, Color Guard Scholarship, Chorale Scholarship, and the Academic Scholarship, $42,000. Nicole Jackson, 2 separate merit scholarships, the Dean Scholarship and another merit scholarship, $72,000. Aiden Johnston, the IAFF Local 5 Colorado Springs Fire Department Scholarship. That's my son, sorry. $2,400. Levi Kettler, the Nick Naples Carpe Diem Scholarship, the Paul Kekich Memorial Scholarship, Mountain Artist Scholarship, the Frederick Bamps Memorial Scholarship, and the Presidential Scholarship, $21,000. Ryan Kent, several scholarships from several different schools. Walter Scott Jr. Undergraduate Scholarship, the Green and Gold Scholarship, the Founders Scholarship, Visit Scholarship, the Presidential Scholarship, the Knights Scholarship, another Presidential Scholarship, a Trustees Scholarship, the Taylor Merit Scholarship, Distinguished Achievement Scholarship, a Chancellor's Award, the Presidential Scholarship, a Copper Scholar, the South Dakota Advantage Award for $531,500. Grace McClintock, several scholarships. Coach D Making a Difference Scholarship, the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 1980 Scholarship, the Ute Pass Kiwanis Scholarship, several presidential scholarships, 9 of them. The Journey Scholarship, Colorado Scholarship, the Community Builders Scholarship, a volleyball scholarship, the Central Endowment Scholarship, yes, $842,500.
Savannah Roshek, the Nick Naples Carpe Diem Scholarship, Ute Pass Woodland Park Kiwanis Club Scholarship, and 9 different academic scholarships from different colleges, totaling to $475,250. Sarah Sampson, the Judith A. Cairns Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Miranda Schroetlin, the Provost Scholarship from Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona, and Forensic Scholarship, $51,400. Elise Siegel, Taylor Merit Award, Trustee Scholarship, Board of Trustees Scholarship, Merit Scholarship from Colorado School of Mines, President Horace M. Hale Award, Chancellor's Scholar Scholarship, Bobby Anderson Memorial Scholarship, the Judith A. Cairns Memorial Scholarship, Catherine Bance Memorial Scholarship, $110,000. Keegan Smith, the Chancellor's Merit Scholarship from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, $15,000. Tyler Time, the Ute Pass Woodland Park Kiwanis Club Scholarship, $4,000.
And their grand total is $3,372,160. Way to go, everybody. All right, everybody slide to your left. We're going to get you all centered sort of in the stage in one big picture. I think we'll have to do it in 2 rows. All right, it is my pleasure to welcome a guest presenters from our local scholarships. The first presenter will be presenting the Ute Pass Woodland Park Kiwanis Scholarship. John Cheney and Heidi Lynch, would you come to the stage, please?
Those numbers were extremely impressive, unbelievable. I am John Cheney, president of the Ute Pass Woodland Park Kiwanis Club. This is Heidi Lynch. She's the treasurer this year. And with the help of the community, we are giving away 6 academic scholarships. You heard most of them here, but we're going to repeat them again. So
these scholarships are totaling $18,000. Our $2,000 recipients, Grace McClintock, Jenna Brank, and Gabe Frank. Our $4,000 recipients are Tyler Time, Savannah Roshek, and Andrew Black.
Get another one?
The next guest presenter is American Legion Auxiliary Post 1980 Scholarship, Cynthia Sipes.
Hello, freshman class. You may remember, well, senior class now, you may remember me from your freshman class. I'm Miss Cindy, who's in your advisory class. It's nice to see you guys. We normally give out two $250 scholarships. This year, only one person applied. In order to get a scholarship, you have to have a parent, grandparent, or great-grandparent who served in the U.S. military. Our awardee was active in school activities, community service, great grades, got our application in on time, and we'd like to honor her grandfather, Albert McClintock. Our scholarship is normally for $250. We voted, and we are awarding Grace McClintock two $250 scholarships. Both the American Legion and the Auxiliary are sending some students to Girls and Boys State. Mr. Norm Steen would like to come up here and explain what Boys and Girls State is.
Congratulations, graduates, and all those parents who got them to this point. My name is Norm Steen. I'm representing Eric V. Dixon, American Legion Post 1980. If you were here in 1967, you have met Eric V. Dixon. Eric was a graduate of Woodland Park High School. He graduated 55 years ago this month. He joined right after high school, the United States Marine Corps. In 1967, obviously, our nation was in conflict with the Republic of Vietnam. Eric Dixon was killed on May 31st, 1968, and his memory lives on through our post. The American Legion is an association of veterans of the United States military that was formed following World War I to enhance the well-being of Americans' veterans, their families, their military, and our communities by our devotion to mutual helpfulness. The American Legion's vision statement is Veterans Strengthening America, and that goes for the American Legion Auxiliary as well. One of the ways we work to strengthen America is to conduct a week-long, all-expenses-paid citizenship training program each year called Boys State and Girls State. This is a very practical program. These young men and women will be involved in proposing legislation, operating as a legislature, electing leadership, and two of those candidates will attend Washington, D.C.'s Boys Nation and American Legion Girls Nation in our nation's capital. The program is conducted for boys following their junior year of high school, boys and girls, and acceptance to and graduation from Boys State is a prestigious honor, recognized in many other organizations such as the United States Military Academies, college scholarship programs, and offer results in additional awards and academic opportunities in their senior year of high school. As a former Army Brigadier General myself and Teller County Commissioner, I can tell you that my own attendance at American Legion Boys Station many years ago, too many years that I probably can't remember, 49 to exact, has made a lifelong difference in my own life and career. And I'm sure that this recognition of this Boys State and Girls State will make the difference for these young men and women as well. I'm very pleased to recognize 5 boys tonight who have been accepted to attend American Legion Boys State for 2022. Hayden Anderson. And we'll just have everybody come up here and we'll call them up all at once. So Hayden Anderson, Adam Lanucha. Isaac Marney. Joshua Tanis. And Samuel Thorpe.
The auxiliary is sponsoring 3 females. Haley Elliott, Camilla Connolly, and Cortina Alba.
Our next scholarship is a new scholarship that's being presented tonight, and I'm proud to introduce Bob Boder. He's going to tell us about that.
Well, good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the seniors in the room and to those of you that had so much to do with their success. Everybody in the room had something to do with that, and it's just very humbling to be here in front of such talented and bright people. I'm pleased to represent the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, the second oldest motorsport race in the country, behind only the Indianapolis 500. We'll be celebrating our 100th running this year. And with that, our staff got together and decided it was time, after 100 years, to reach out to the community and make connections with young people that are highly concentrated in STEM fields, have an interest potentially in a career in the automotive industry, whether it's design, whether it's race teams, whether it's mechanics, or whether it's driving a race car. The recipient, it's not predicated on them pursuing that career, but we wanted someone that had a strong commitment to STEM field and potentially could help down the road. Now, this year's recipient wrote about in his essay about safety. And I can tell you at the Hill Climb, safety is our #1 concern across the board, whether for spectators, whether for fans, or whether for our race team. And so Andrew Black is our recipient this year, and Andrew did just a masterful job kind of bridging the gap between science and technology in real life applications. And we're really pleased to do this. Woodland Park's the only school that we started this with, and I want to thank the counselors for their guidance throughout this process, because it's been new for us. So I'm very pleased to present the very first Climbing Higher Award to Andrew Black.
That's pretty cool. First one ever? All right. To present the Paul Kekich Memorial Scholarship, Alana Perling, I believe, is here.
Hello, I'm here tonight to present the Paul Kekich Memorial Scholarship. First, I would like to commend all students who took the time to apply for this scholarship. It has been a great honor to read their essays and to hear their stories. They are amazing students and have endured difficult challenges with grace. They are positive role models and have high aspirations for their own futures and for the future of our world. With that being said, I would like to present this scholarship on behalf of my son, Paul. Almost 10 years ago, we lost the lives of 3 of our amazing Woodland Park High School students in a tragic car accident when they were passengers returning from scout camp. One of those boys was my son, Paul. Paul embodied what it meant to be a Panther here at Woodland Park High School. He loved playing sports and was a 3-sport student athlete and the captain of his baseball and basketball teams. He was a talented musician and an involved community member who loved spending time with his family and friends, skiing, hunting, fishing, and just about doing anything in the great outdoors. In his honor, we are presenting these scholarships to 2 students who, like Paul, have worked hard during their school careers on academics, served their communities through scouting and other community organizations, were involved in music, sports, held jobs, and were dedicated to being their best selves. We hope these students will help us to carry out Paul's legacy by taking advantage of all that life has to offer and by being the best they can be. I am honored to present the Paul Kekich Memorial Scholarship to the following students, both of whom I have had the joy of watching grow from little boys in Cub Scouts into the fine young men they are today. The first is Levi Kettler. Levi plans to attend the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley this fall to major in environmental science because of his appreciation of the environment and his aspirations to help protect it. Congratulations, Levi. Also, Derek Eckhart. Derek, who also earned the Paul Kekich Six-Tool Player Award in baseball, plans to first serve on a mission trip and then to attend Montana State University to enter a science-based program, most likely pre-med, and then will hopefully attend graduate school as well. Good luck, Derek. I was going to say one more thing. In closing, I would like to say congratulations to all the students here tonight, and may all of your dreams come true.
Next, to present the Nick Naples Carpe Diem Scholarship is Lori Naples.
Good evening, everyone. I am very honored to be here tonight. I am here because of my son's scholarship. 6 years ago, the Nick Naples Carpe Diem Scholarship was established to honor and celebrate his memory. Nick, along with his 2 friends and fellow scouts, were tragically killed coming home from scout camp in Wyoming on June 30th, 2012. Donnie Rickert, Nick's scoutmaster, described Nick as a young man possessed with magnetism, a force that was impossible not to be attracted to. Nick empowered everyone around him to experience life to the fullest, and he found 24/7, 365 schedule way too restrictive. Nick never had a bad day, and you never saw him without a smile on his face. No matter what was going on, Nick would be having the time of his life. There was nothing he would rather be doing at that moment, at that very place, with those exact people. Nick finished his Eagle project and his requirements and the disc golf course at the middle school the day before they left for summer camp. This annual scholarship is open to any student who participated in Scouts, marching band, a church youth group, mission trips, and/or volunteering, all activities that Nick participated in over the years. This year, the $3,000 scholarship was awarded to 2 students. The first one is Levi Kettler. During Levi's high school career, he has participated in Boy Scouts, achieving the rank of Eagle Scout, that's amazing, marching band where he played the trombone, Woodland Park Community Church Youth Group, and in 2018, Levi and his family spent a year in Australia as an exchange family. While participating in all these activities, Levi has learned how to live his life in a way where he is able to do both what is right and what gives him joy. He states that he joined these organizations because he thought they would be fun, but through them, he has grown into a better person. Through his faith, and as a Christian, he was brought up being taught about the value of serving other people. Even though these groups have put the importance of serving others front and center in his life, they also have shown him the value of things like music, camping in the great outdoors, pursuing his relationship with God. These experiences have given his life meaning and have helped him learn what it is really like to live his life to the fullest. Levi states that although some people would see a life devoted to God and his word as limiting, he is able to live his life without worry, and he is truly able to seize the day. Carpe diem. Levi's time spent with music has shown him that it is important for him to pursue music of some sort in college. Along with that, Scouts has shown him the greatness of the outdoors, and because of that, he'll pursue a degree in environmental science. Levi's teachers shared that he is not only strong academically, but even more important than that, he is autonomous, teaching himself about many fields that interest him. Knowledge matters to Levi, and he will be a lifelong learner. He is an academic success, but he is also a person who believes in service to his community. According to one of Levi's teachers, the most important thing about Levi is his trustworthiness and courtesy. He is always involved in class activities and contributes points of view respectfully and kindly. Levi enjoys challenging himself and takes his schoolwork seriously, and this has earned him entrance into the National Honor Society. During Levi's senior year in high school, he has given back to our community by being a teacher cadet and helping others to learn. On the forensics team, Levi enjoyed participating in debate events. He always does an excellent job researching and writing speeches. Levi shows amazing character and a strong walk with Christ that impacts everything about his daily life. In the fall, Levi will pursue a degree in environmental science with the College of Natural and Health Sciences at the University of Northern Colorado. Congratulations, Levi. Woodland Park is proud of you. Let me give you this stuff. You want to wait here for a minute? Because I have one more. Okay. Got one more. So the second recipient of the scholarship tonight, of the $3,000 scholarship, is Savannah Roshek. During Savannah's high school career, she has participated in Key Club 4 years, Beta Club 3 years, Student Council 3 years, National Honor Society 1 year, volleyball 4 years, basketball 4 years, track 4 years, and softball 2 years. I'm just worried that you never slept. Savannah states that athletically, pole vaulting had the biggest impact on her life. Even during COVID, she decided to continue to pole vault, even when it would have been easier for her to give up. Savannah's teachers state that she stands out from her peers because of her ability to connect the content to the world today. She is capable of achieving relevance to her daily life because of her processing skills. Another quality of Savannah's that is above her peers is her self-advocacy. Savannah will continuously push herself in order to gain mastery and experience. Savannah is hardworking, motivated intrinsically, and has the necessary skills to be successful. Savannah has always been inquisitive about the world around her, and she always seeks to find the answers to her burning questions. She has always shown determination and a willingness to go above and beyond, especially for those around her. In the fall, Savannah will attend Drake University to pursue a bachelor's degree in political science and environmental science. After that, Savannah will work towards completing a Juris Doctor degree in law. During college, she plans on taking part in internships, political organizations, and advocacy groups to get more experience in her field, as well as doing her best to help people in nearby communities. Congratulations, Savannah, you're going to go far. You're welcome.
Next, to present the Coach D Making a Difference Scholarship is Paula Levy.
Who was Coach D? For a lot of you, you don't know who he was anymore. There's a few teachers who still might remember him. But he was a son, a brother, an uncle, a godfather, a best friend, a driver's ed teacher, a coach, and a mentor. He was someone who, without wanting any kind of recognition, made a difference. The Coach D Making a Difference Scholarship was established in July of 2011 after his unexpected death at a coach's clinic in Wendover, Nevada. This scholarship honors Coach D's legacy, his commitment to the youth in the Pikes Peak region, and his selfless, unassuming approach to life. Graduating high school seniors from Woodland Park, Manitou, and Cripple Creek Victor High Schools are eligible to apply because it was at all three of these schools where Coach D taught, coached, and worked. I'm happy to share that we have awarded this scholarship to a Woodland Park High School student each year this foundation has been in existence. But this year, I'm thrilled to say that we were able to award our first Coach D scholarship to a winner from Manitou Springs High School also. As in years past, this year's selection committee was wowed with the magnitude of character and poise each student expressed, not only on paper, but especially in their interviews. This year's $2,000 scholarship winner from Woodland Park High School has been involved in multiple community service efforts, both inside and outside of school, on and off the court, besides being an all-state academic athlete for volleyball and basketball, and a member of the Beta Club and president of the National Honor Society. I would like to take a few quotes from the essay answers included in the application submission. Since starting high school, I have volunteered to the community and the high school and have enjoyed doing it because it makes me feel like I'm a part of my community, rather than just sitting back and observing. It has made me appreciate everything we have here in Woodland Park even more. This student also referred to their standout tenacity, stating that through the stressful times of high school, they were able to balance everything, taking every challenge and was determined to succeed. This student plans to study health sciences and biochemistry and go on to a physician assistant program or medical school at Friends University in Wichita, Kansas. On behalf of the Dispenza family and the Coach D Making a Difference Scholarship Foundation, I am pleased to present Grace McClintock with a $2,000 check and the Coach D Scholarship Award.
Thank you so much.
So that plaque will travel to Manitou Springs High School for the first time ever. and hang at Woodland Park High School for half a year also. I'm standing here because I think I might have the only scholarship surprise since Rotary did not call in their winner. So I'm going to represent Rotary today also. So thank you for allowing me to present this award to an outstanding Woodland Park High School student. The Service Above Self Award is intended to recognize two graduating seniors who have demonstrated the use of Rotary's four-way test in their academic careers and in their personal lives. The Rotary four-way test applies to things we think, say, do, and is as follows. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? These four questions are the foundation of Rotary and help us to better serve our community. Those who receive the award will be given money to be used towards their second semester of college. We like to know that they at least went their first semester. This year we have one award winner from Woodland Park and another one from Cripple Creek, and both students have proven to excel both academically as well as in their personal endeavors. They each have unique long-term goals and aspirations, and I'm excited to see where these two will be able to accomplish in the future. It is with great honor that I present to you Woodland Park High School's Rotary Service Above Self winner, to William Black.
The next presentation will be the HD Aero Engineering Scholarship. Rolf Hammerquist, please come forward, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank you for coming out here to support these kids. And I represent HD Aero. We're a small aerospace consulting company up here in Woodland Park. Who'd have thunk it, right? So I represent Terry Waller and Lonnie Davidson, my partners. And what we do is we make certain planes don't break, they don't wear out, they don't crack, or they start cracking. You can find it before they got a catastrophic loss of the aircraft. Most people agree that's a good thing. And most of us engineers recognize that nobody out here really understands just how ignorant we really are. We don't know that much, but there is something that we do know. These kids deserve a chance. I grew up in poverty, single parent. I didn't know what I was going to do in life, but I wanted to go to college. And I got scholarships. Somebody took a chance on me. So we sit down as a company and we decided we're willing to take a chance on the future and we're going to lead by example. So we're betting on these guys. And as a company, we made 4 scholarships available, $4,000 each for a total of $16,000. 3 of these scholarships will go to Woodland Park. One of the things we do is we have a little plaque we put their names on. And it's one of the things I'd encourage all of you guys to think about doing is sometime when you're fortunate, maybe giving back to the community the way that we're helping you. So someday you get to get up here and be embarrassed. So given that we're engineers, we're looking for people who are really interested in STEM. And, you know, we choose the candidates, we review their GPA and all the rest, letters of recommendation. Gosh, and we're always so impressed and we wish we could do more. But, we're out here, we're looking for a few good nerds. Or as we refer to ourselves, intellectual badasses. Okay, so this year's award winners, well, you've heard a lot about them. I don't know that I could add anything more. So I won't keep you too long. Hey, Mr. Black, why don't you come up here? Okay. All I'm going to tell you, antimatter, small quantities. Okay. Oh, goodness. Jeremy, what should I say about you? I don't know what I'm going to say about you. I think you're going to be awesome, though. I think we can go with that. Come on up here. Now, I did mention we're a small company, right? So usually the way things go is, hey, Terry, what do you think? Lonnie, you okay with this? Yeah, we're good. So we've never had anybody who said, hey, we're going to take a gap. Well, what kind of gap are you taking? I'm going to go out, help people. Oh, geez, you make me feel about this tall. That's okay. You can make me feel that small. Come on up here, Derek. Remember, common cold, I want it solved.
Our next scholarship is the Judith Cairns Memorial Scholarship, and to present that is Kay Cushing.
Things I need to. Good evening. Let me begin with one of my favorite quotes about teaching. Teaching is a difficult and demanding profession. Should you pursue it, you will find that success demands considerable knowledge of children, their needs and abilities, a sincere concern for their welfare, and a high tolerance for frustration. You will find that it demands continuous study and constant polishing of skills, and that it also demands that you have developed strong principles and values about life and education and children, and that you were able to choose firmly and convincingly based on these. And it requires that you care. A colleague of mine, Joseph Scott, wrote that to his students in the early 1990s. It's still true today. Ask any teacher, right? My name is Kay Cushing, and as was previously stated, I'm here to make the presentation for the Dr. Judith A. Cairns Memorial Scholarship, a scholarship in the amount of $1,000, which we give to each of 2 graduating seniors who have indicated an interest in pursuing a career in education, essentially in becoming teachers. This scholarship began in 2014 as a way to recognize and honor the work that Judith Cairns did in education, in teaching and learning and leadership, and also as a way to financially help students who wanted to enter the difficult and demanding profession of teaching. To date, we have awarded 16 scholarships. When we're through here tonight, make that 18. You might be wondering, well, just who is Dr. Cairns? Dr. Cairns was the assistant superintendent here with the Woodland Park Schools from 1979 to 1982, long before our scholarship recipients tonight were born. She was the superintendent of schools here in Woodland Park from 1982 to 1985. At that time, she was one of the first few women superintendents in a public school setting in Colorado. And there was some controversy about that. Why did a woman need to make so much money? Some people asked. And why did she want the job anyway? Others queried. She wanted the job above all else because she was a teacher. And as a teacher, she knew how to help building principles help teachers by focusing on what's good for kids. She knew the importance of focusing the district budget on what was important for kids and learning. It might not be believable to many of you, but it was when she was superintendent that desk-sized computers started to be available for schools and classrooms. She knew that computers would be a useful teaching and learning tool, and she saw to it that all the schools in Woodland Park had computer labs and computers in the classrooms. She was an advocate of and thinking and possibility thinking, and she worked with teachers and administrators and the school board to think outside the box and come up with ways to keep kids in school and engaged in learning rather than kicking them out of school. She worked tirelessly with the Parent Advisory Council to seek their input on curriculum and assessment issues, as well as co-curricular and extracurricular activities. I'm using the past tense not only because this all happened so long ago, but also because Dr. Cairns died in July of 2013 after an almost 2-year battle with pancreatic cancer. But here's something important you should know about her death. She was teaching right up until only a few months before she died. She taught in the school leadership program at California State University in Chico, California. She loved teaching. And it was at that point in her life, she especially loved teaching prospective school administrators. She set high expectations for her students, and as they continued to meet them, she knew they would be well prepared as school leaders. Let me tell you a story about Dr. Cairns that exemplifies her love of and commitment to teaching. About 4 months before she died, while she was still fighting the pancreatic cancer, she suffered a terrible stroke. It was spring break. She was in the hospital. Some of us were visiting her, students, family, friends, and she became troubled and she kept trying to tell us something. Her stroke, she understood really well what other people were saying, but she had difficulty communicating herself. Finally, she pounded her chest and said very clearly, "What am I?" And we all said immediately, "A teacher. You're a teacher." And we understood that when spring break was over, someone needed to be teaching her classes. And so people hustled around to be able to find someone to do that. That was the kind of teacher she was, and it was when her students were visiting in the hospital or rehab center and shared stories about her teaching that they always echoed her mantra, "Is this good for kids?" That was her criteria for the decision-making for classroom teachers and school administrators. Is it good for kids? And I think it was probably hearing those stories and experiences that motivated her family and friends and students to establish this scholarship for prospective school teachers. It seemed most appropriate to establish it here in Woodland Park, where she was superintendent. This year's scholarship awardees each professed a strong interest in teaching in K-12 classrooms and a strong commitment to what's good for students. Let me introduce them to you. In alphabetical order, they are Sarah Sampson, you can stand wherever you want. Sarah plans to attend UCCS and wants to study and become a special education teacher of preschool-aged children. In preparation for that, Sarah has worked with the Woodland Park High School intern program for early childhood special education. Her mentor teacher, Heather Keaton, notes that Sarah is always attentive to children and has a knack for engaging children to participate with special learners. Ms. Keaton writes, quote, "In my 20 plus years of teaching early childhood education, I can say with confidence that Sarah is one of the most admirable, caring, and driven students I have ever taught." And she goes on to describe Sarah's participation in the high school partnering program and her presentation to the Board of Education about that program. Then says, quote, "Sarah has demonstrated excellence in all that she puts her mind to and is a model student. Sarah's endless passion combined with her willingness to take risks leads me to believe that there will be no limit to her growth and achievements in college and beyond." Sarah, it sounds like you are exactly the kind of student who asks, "Is this good for kids?" Dr. Cairns would be really happy about that. Congratulations. I have this and this for you. Teacher gift. And the second recipient is Ellie Siegel. Ellie also plans to attend UCCS and hopes to be either an English major or an English major with an education emphasis. Besides being a high school senior, she's worked for almost 3 years now as a tutor for the Children's Literacy Center, where she teaches elementary students who are struggling in reading. And we all know how important reading is. She spends 90 minutes a week, twice a week, helping young minds grasp new concepts to improve their reading abilities, and her payment is the knowledge and satisfaction that she's helping future generations in school and in life. The Children's Literacy Center coordinator, Heidi Gamblin, notes that Ellie really connects with her students and that they are inspired by her and eager to come and work with her. In addition, Ms. Gamlin notes that Ellie is kind and humble, a good communicator, and has strong knowledge about how to go about helping young learners. Important skills for prospective teachers. Besides all this time tutoring and on her own initiative, Ellie took on a leadership role, creating a PowerPoint presentation about the CLC and used it to inform and inspire other high school students to volunteer as tutors. Ellie, that initiative implies a future not only in the classroom, but in a leadership role in schools too. Again, focusing on what's best for kids. Good for you, congratulations. I think you can see, well, let me do this. I think you can see why these students were selected to receive the 2022 Dr. Judith A. Cairns Memorial Scholarship. Both Sarah and Ellie are already well on their way to becoming teachers who focus on what's good for kids, and in so doing are headed towards making a positive difference in kids' lives. I suspect that along the way, they will both discover, as my colleague Joe Scott said, that teaching is both difficult and demanding, and that it requires continuous study and reflection and constant polishing of skills. I hope that by knowing just a little bit more about Dr. Cairns, by already living her mantra, "Is it good for kids?" in your head and heart, and by knowing that a whole group of educators support your career choice, I hope all of that makes a difference in your continuing education and in your lives. Congratulations to both of you.
Presenting both the Catherine Banzef Memorial Scholarship and the Frederick Banzef Memorial Scholarship are Rose and Wally Banzef.
Wow, what an exciting evening. You've heard so much about what these students have done already this evening. I'm going to try and keep it really short. To start with, our daughter, Catherine Banzaf, was a third grade school teacher whose life was filled with outdoor adventures with friends and family. Camping was a big part of our family adventures, and she enjoyed Girl Scout camp every summer from grade school through high school. High school and college summers were spent sharing her love of the outdoors as an outdoor program leader at youth camps. Kate's dream job was to teach elementary students in an outdoor setting. Her dream was cut short in a car crash caused by an intoxicated driver. As we visited with the scholarship applicants this year, all the individuals impressed us so much with their hearts of service and determination to make a difference in their own individual ways. It was a really difficult choice. After reading the applications and interviewing with each of the applicants, all of us on the team making the selection came up with, we don't know who to choose. It was really, really hard. But like Kate, the recipient of this year's Kate Banzaf Memorial Scholarship hopes to be able to teach elementary students using the outdoors as her platform. She told how she felt fortunate to have a fourth grade teacher who modeled environmental awareness in ways that she hopes to pass on to her students. She is determined to help students experience nature as an integral part of their education. We are very proud to award Elise Siegel the 2022 Catherine Banzaft Memorial Scholarship and hope that in our small way, we'll be helping toward her career as a very special elementary teacher. Congratulations. So this experience of recognizing students that I've had the privilege to work with in very different ways over the years that we've lived in Woodland Park. We've been here since 2010. I've been involved with the schools ever since. I've worked with kids in Yes Club. I've worked with Envirothon. I've worked with the Catamount E3 program. So I've gotten to know some of these kids. It's been really strange over the last couple of years not to get to know them, not to see them on a regular basis. And so this year, when we were doing our selections for scholarships, it was like, we don't really know these kids like I've known them in the past. But it gives us so much satisfaction to contribute to a little bit to their success in the future that we decided to start a second scholarship. And this one is in memory of our son, Fred. Fred was an avid Boy Scout. His scouting career began in grade school as a Cub Scout and continued through his high school years. As a Cub Scout, he attained every rank, including Order of Arrow of Light. As a Boy Scout, he attained the rank of Life before his life was cut short in his senior year. He was also elected into the Order of Arrow. His summers as a Scout were filled with summer camp at Camp Constantine in Texas, where he annually competed in the regatta with his best scouting buddy. On his final regatta, this would have been the summer of his junior year, a third Scout, who was a great buddy of him and his best buddy, wanted to join them, which meant more weight on the boat and reduced the likelihood that they could win. Fred refused to leave Carl behind. Winning took a back seat to sharing the experience with his friend. That exemplifies who Fred was. He was always more about the experience and the friendship than he was about the awards. His high adventure trips included trips to Colorado, to the Tetons in Wyoming, and of course, to Philmont in New Mexico, where he was very proud of climbing Mount Baldy. Fred was especially known for his dedication to helping new Scouts become comfortable in the troop. One of the most endearing letters that we got from parents of the Scouts after Fred died was about a new Scout who had moved in from out of state and was new to the troop and just didn't feel like he fit in, and how Fred took him in hand and made him feel a big part of the troop. That's who Fred was. As we visited with scholarship applicants this year, we were especially impressed as this year's awardee told of his efforts to help new fifth grade students, Scouts, feel successful during their first Camp Alexander winter camping trip. This Scout has earned the rank of Eagle Scout. His Eagle project can be found in the Woodland Park High School band room. We are delighted to award Levi Kettler the 2022 Frederick Banzaft Memorial Award and hope that in our small way, we will be helping towards his career in environmental science. Levi.
The Mountain Artist Scholarship will be presented by Kathleen Clifton and Sharon Walker.
Good evening, everyone.
It's an honor and a pleasure for us to be here from the Mountain Artists Organization of Teller County. My name is Kathleen Clifton, and this is Sharon Walker. The Mountain Artists is a 501c3 nonprofit organization which accepts tax-deductible donations. A special thank you to all the teachers, counselors, and parents who encourage their students to apply for this scholarship. This year, we are pleased to award Levi Kettler a scholarship toward his artistic education at the University of Northern Colorado. Congratulations, Levi.
And the Greater Woodland Park Chamber of Commerce Wagon Boss Scholarship is presented by Deb Miller.
Looks like I'm last. So it's only 15 minutes. Don't worry about it. You know, one of the things as I sat here this evening, I remembered my generation in the small town I grew up in and hearing out on Main Street, oh, those kids, they're not going to amount to anything. We have nurses, we have teachers, we have doctors, we have nuclear scientists, even a chamber director out of my class of 43. So students and seniors, I am thrilled to know that we have young adults growing up like you that are going to take care of me as I get older, and my generation sitting out there, and your people like your grandparents and all. We're in good hands with you all. So I'm here tonight to talk about the Wagon Boss Scholarship. And the Greater Woodland Park Chamber of Commerce has a long tradition of honoring those who make a difference in our community. Over the past 50 years, we've selected individuals within our community who are considered Wagon Boss of the Year. The award honors those men and women who are of high integrity, great ethical standards, distinguished leaders, and actively involved within their community. Many times, they work behind the scenes, bringing a project to life, raising funds needed to complete a community endeavor. Our Wagon Boss Scholarship Fund was named after our Wagon Boss Award. For those juniors sitting in the audience tonight, cover your ears, because should you apply, one of your questions you're going to be asked is, what's a Wagon Boss? And I love the answers every year. Some have watched the old John Wayne Western movies, and they understand what a Wagon Boss is. Others, it's a total like, Wagon Boss? What in the world is that? But we have leaders this evening throughout all of the class that are true Wagon Bosses. But tonight, there are two that we're going to give the honor to. They've actually received their large ceremonial check back in March. We had a winner from Cripple Creek and Victor High School as well. But since 2006, when we formed this, we've given 37 scholarships totaling a little over $110,000, and we raised this money throughout the community. Tonight's winners are Nicholas Conlon and Elise Drummond.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of our local scholarship providers. Your legacies are intact. Your importance to Woodland Park High School does not go unnoticed. We thank you, and we thank all of you for raising money for our students. And I know they're going to thank you when they hit the first weeks of college and they've got a little money in their pockets. So thank you so much. So congratulations, parents. Your kids did great. Congratulations, students. You guys have worked hard and it's paying off. Thank you all for coming tonight. We look forward to seeing you all again on Saturday at graduation. Have a great night.